just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington football team. Now, this will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Samuel, the ball carrier.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
At the 38-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's got his man. It's Butler. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Panthers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmaker. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Carolina.
From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Panthers.
McCaffrey on the counter. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Taken down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
3rd and long, it's Newton. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, Pass rush, whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 3.
Haskins on third down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he finds McLaurin. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Panthers,
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The 21-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
To throw again, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And a Panther 1st down.
Back to throw, Newton. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That's complete to Butler. Not much there, only a yard.
complete.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target. But now it's third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Fielded at the 20. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Newton on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Thomas. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Newton on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack on first down, Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The final shot before the break, Newton. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action. Haskins slings this deep for McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Second and 10 now. Haskins. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. He got 29 yards that time.
At the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip.
23.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, open man, Butler complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, the 30, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost one. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
The kick
And he puts it through.
makes this Washington 30, Panthers 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Flush to his right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one and another first down. Back now at FedEx Field in Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First and 10, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
To the air again, Newton. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Throwing again is Newton. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. This is Butler making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action now. Haskins flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now Haskins to throw it. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell him to go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
The end result, 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes this Washington 37. Panthers.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Push him back. Push him back. Gun. Check 55. So we got man. 55.
The Panthers going for it on fourth. Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
On downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That second down play nets a -4.
Down back at the 19.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to Ian Thomas. It's a gain of 10. And the Panthers.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st down, Carolina.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Newton throwing again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Again, Newton. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete. Landon Collins on the coverage.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. He's going to let it fly. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.